Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back. Maybe if I release this video, if I don't go on a rambling streak. But if I'm back, I'm back. If you're seeing this video, I'm back. I was bored. I was over here, like, about to play Back for Blood. I know there's a giant glare circle here, but trust me, it's Back for Blood. Here, watch this. Here, watch this. Let me click the old signage. It's loading in there. It's getting in there. The screen is gonna change. Anyway, there you go. Anyway, speaking of zombies, I wanted to talk about. Can you see it? I wanted to talk about the Umbrella Conspiracy by S.D. Perry, Resident Evil book. I read this book like a year ago and never touched it again because I'm slow at reading books. In fact, on my shelf over there, I have all of the books for Resident Evil. Well, all of the S.D. Perry books. I don't have any like the novelizations of the trash garbage movies. You know what? Forget it. I was going to talk about this book. I was literally going to talk about this book. But bringing that up just reminded me of the stupid Mila Jovovich movies or Paul W.S. Anderson. Wait, no. Yeah, it is Paul W.S. Anderson. Look, there's two guys. No, okay, it's not what. Okay, yeah, Paul W.S. Anderson. Okay, I want to talk about how stupid these movies are. Just because there's a new Resident Evil movie coming out, and boy, oh boy, can you brighten up? All right, just because there's a new Resident Evil movie coming out, I want to talk about the Resident Evil film series. The 6 movies, Resident Evil Extinction? No. Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Extinction, Resident Evil Afterlife, Resident Evil Retribution, and then Resident Evil The Final Chapter. So, I'm going to ramble a lot here. I'm not going to talk about all of them in this video. I might make another one. Look, I don't remember a lot about these movies. I like to phase them out of my brain as soon as possible. Every time I think about these movies, it makes me angry. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. On my shelf over there, I have all of the Resident Evil games. Well, I wouldn't say all of the Resident Evil games. I do have Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 for the PlayStation on that shelf over there. Now, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3... Well, I have 1 downloaded on my system. I have 0 downloaded on my system. 2 and 3, and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, I have on the shelf. Okay? Revelations 1 and 2, I have on the shelf. Okay? Gun Survivor and Dead Aim, I don't have those. Outbreak, I have those 2. Anyway, back to my whole point here. Resident Evil 1 is the strongest one, or at least Resident Evil 2 is. Resident Evil 1 and 2 are okay. They're in the clear. They're fine. Okay, yeah, you moved away from your source material. Video game movies are never good. Now you can say, oh, Sonic was a good video game movie. Well, guess what here? Sonic did the safest thing they could have possibly done, right? You could make a Sonic movie about actual Sonic lore, right? You know, Eggman kidnapping the creatures of the land and Sonic going out and rescuing them and all that junk. They could have done that, but, you know, they did the safest thing possible. They basically made E.T. Literally. Anyway, enough about that. Resident Evil 1 starts off, Mila Jovovich is... Well, actually, the movie starts off and you got like the big zoom out. Look, I watched this movie a long time ago. I remember some of it because it's the best one. Anyway, you got the person doing the tubes, and you know you got the music playing and it's zooming out from that. And then it shows a guy like throwing like the test tube, and it hits the dresser and it explodes and the fumes are going everywhere. And then the Red Queen is like, man, that's not good. So the Red Queen is like, man, yeah, all y'all gotta die real quick. Like, I can't let this poison get out there. I can't let this virus get out there. So the Red Queen starts like gassing people and flooding the well, not flooding. We have flooding. They lock like the door and then flood the room to kill some people, and then they gas some people, and then they finish off the cold opening of the movie with the elevator gag where the woman sticks her head out the elevator, and then the Red Queen is like, wait, gotcha, I tricked you, but on the real though, killed you. Anyway, so they do that junk. And then it opens up with Mila Jovovich having amnesia in a bathtub. And then it cuts to her walking around her room, seeing like this case with a gun in it, I guess. Seeing like her wedding ring. And then umbrella soldiers break in. Wait, real quick. Resident Evil 1 is about... Here's what Resident Evil 1, the game, is about, real quick. There's been reports of animal attacks all around the outskirts of Raccoon City, coming from the mountains, right? Bravo team goes to investigate. Now, I'm not bringing in the lore of... Resident Evil 0 real quick. I'm just talking about like OG Resident Evil 1. Okay, like PlayStation 1 Resident Evil 1. Bravo team's helicopter goes down in Arklay Mountains. So Alpha team goes in to like see what's what. Well, guess what? Dead hand. Dogs attack. The Stars team goes into the mansion, depending on who you play as. Wait a minute, that'll lead back to this book here. I'm gonna ramble. Oh, it got some in my face. It really doesn't even matter. Jeez. Oh yeah. So in the book, which isn't really canon, it explains that like this book, basically all 4 people go into the mansion, like all 5 people really. So you got like Barry, Rebecca, Jill. Well, Rebecca is like in a storeroom, but anyway, Barry, Jill, Chris, Wesker all get into the mansion at the same time. There's no like, where's Barry? Where's Chris? There's none of that junk. So all 4 of them get to the mansion, and then they split up, And then, Chris finds Rebecca in a storeroom. So you got all 5 of these people in there at the same time, okay? Eventually, Wesker gets defeated. All 4 of the survivors get out. There you go. Alright, So yeah, Wesker turns out to be evil and tries to basically... Well, there's a lab underneath the mansion, and it's run by Umbrella. Wesker's a part of Umbrella, and he's basically there to get the data. Also, he's like, while I'm here, I might as well get some battle data like for this tyrant thing we're building. So he does that, and then he gets stabbed in the chest. And then, that's basically Resident Evil 1. A team of super cops go to a mansion and fight zombies. Now, this movie, back to the point we're at, where Umbrella soldiers break through the window, and she apparently works for Umbrella, but she has amnesia. Now, I'm not talking the lore of Resident Evil 6 movie real quick, because it gets super dumb. Anyway, Alice works for Umbrella, but she has amnesia because for some odd reason, the mansion, which is the cover mansion that she's married to this guy as a cover to cover the underground base. So she lives in this mansion so that anyone who looks at that mansion can be like, just a normal residence there. A lovely couple living there. No secret base underneath. Anyway, the Red Queen gassed her, gave her amnesia for some reason. Who knows why? Anyway, so they're like, alright, we're gonna go check out the underground base. You're coming with us, even though you got amnesia. You're coming with us. I forgot where Matt comes in. Well, look, they pick up this other guy, and then they pick up this other guy, who's like the fake husband, who's the same guy that also threw like the T-virus and hit the dresser and, corrupted the lab, but no one knows that yet. Let's see, they robbed the tram car. They're down there, but for some odd, idiotic reason, Umbrella didn't tell the soldiers what they were actually doing down there. So Rain like puts her hand like in a zombie's face and it like bites her hand. Dude, this movie is so unintelligible. Well, let me just go by story beats here because I can't remember this movie to save my life. Let's see. Rain gets bit by a zombie. They go to like the hallway. Do they get there first? Anyway, they go to the famous laser beam hallway. My controller's dying. Well, my controller died. Whatever, it went to sleep. Let's see. They do the famous laser hallway. Okay. They do the famous laser hallway in which, like, a dude's, like, hand gets cut and he dies for some reason. His hand just got cut. It's fine. But he dies. A woman, like, gets, like, surprised and gets her face chopped in half, like down, like, in the mouth, like horizontally. A guy tries to jump over the beam and then gets, like, bisected. And then you got Main Man 1, I think his code name is. Like, he has all this room. He has all this room back here to, like, back up, but he doesn't. And he gets cubed, right? So that happens. Okay, that's what that sound is. What else? A dude... Well, a whole bunch of zombies start attacking at one point. And the dude gets, like, grabbed in an elevator, I'll remember. And then the computer guy... Well, Rain gets bit again here. And then the computer guy is like, go! Just leave me! Like, that thing happens. And you think he's, like, going to kill himself because he has, like, a gun with, like, 3 bullets in it or something. And then he just, like, somehow escapes out of that situation just fine. Alice is getting flashes of memory here and there. Matt is doing Matt things. He's doing absolutely nothing. And then evil guy is, well, he's just spouting evil junk. Alice kicks a dog in the face. She roundhouse kicks a dog while jumping off of a wall. This movie is unmemorable, to be real with you. I can't even think of any more. Like, they go down and get, like, the cure, like the T-virus cure. I mean, the Red Queen is doing the whole, you're all going to die down here, junk. And then Rain, like, gets bit again. She gets bit, like, 5 times in this movie. And then, like, the Red Queen comes back because they're like, we need to bring the Red Queen back. Like, all right, really quick. After the laser hallway, the computer guy shuts the Red Queen down. And then, at this point in the movie, they're like, all right, we need to take the lockdown off. We need to bring the Red Queen back. So they do that, and then the Red Queen's like, dude, listen, I can't let y'all out of here. Rain has been bitten like 4 times. Can y'all kill her real quick, and then, like, I'll open everything up? And Alice is like, nah, he'll be alright. They get, like, the T-virus cure and give it to Rain, even though she gets bit again. It looks like she's fine. You know, she just dozes off a little bit. And then a liquor kills evil guy. And then a liquor kills, computer guy. They're on the train at this point. Because I'm trying to remember. I'm, like, looking up. I'm not even looking at my screen. Yeah, and then, like, the liquor scratches Matt. And then Rain turns into a zombie and Alice shoots her in the face. And then they, like, open the hatch at the bottom of the train. And then, like, push the liquor down there and it, like, hits the train tracks and dies. Then they get out and get back into the main mansion part. And, like, Matt is, like, on the ground writhing because his arm is, like, transforming. Like, you can see little tendrils come out of, like, the wound on the arm. And then some umbrella people in hazmat suits come in and like detain him. Then the movie cuts to Alice in a like lab, and then she walks out of the lab, goes to like a clothing store, gets some clothes, and then goes to a police car and gets a shotgun, and then like cocks it as she's in Raccoon City streets, and you got like newspapers saying the dead are walking, and she cocks the shotgun and it zooms out, and that's the end of the movie. So Resident Evil. That's a big ramble there. Look, I couldn't keep this movie straight. All right. The movie. Firstly, the game is about like it's about two teams of cops. They go to a mansion. Some of them die by zombies. Some of them don't. They kill a giant claw-armed zombie, and then they get out helicoptered. That's the game. The movie is Amnesia Lady and a bunch of soldiers and Amnesia Man and Random Guy go to an underground lab. All of them die by zombies or laser beams. And it just ends. That's the movie. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you know, I should have literally just talked about this book. I probably could have remembered this book more than I remembered the movie. But next video, I will talk about Resident Evil 2, which is a movie I think I remember more than Resident Evil 1. Maybe. Or I could read the Resident Evil 2 book. You know what? No, that's not happening. Alright, whatever, man. Look, next video, Resident Evil 2, the movie. It's gonna be garbage.